In early 2026, tensions across the Middle East were compounding daily, drawing global militaries into a tightening standoff. Behind closed doors, U.S. Central Command had deployed a new tool to manage the chaos, an artificial intelligence large language model named Claude. Running securely inside military networks, this system synthesized battlefield data and ran combat scenarios. Where a room full of human analysts might need the better part of a day to process shifting intelligence feeds, the model mapped out target locations and threat assessments in a fraction of the time. By relying on this rapid computational power, military planners operated under the assumption that a strike could be surgical, isolating targets with total precision while keeping the broader region intact. On February 28, 2026, President Trump authorized Operation Epic Fury. The initial strikes successfully eliminated their primary target. Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, immediately responded by launching swarms of Shahed 136 kamikaze drones into the dark night sky. The retaliation targeted a sweeping list of unclassified U.S. military assets, hitting bases in Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates. The strikes even reached Royal Air Force Akrotiri in Cyprus, a British base hosting American troops, marking the first time the conflict spilled onto European territory. The sheer volume of these drones, paired with ballistic missiles, overwhelmed regional air defense systems. The rapid, borderless spread of these attacks demonstrated that a conflict initiated with extreme technological precision could not be geographically contained. Under new leadership, Iran shifted strategy from kinetic military strikes to exerting intense economic leverage. They ordered the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, effectively turning a commercial shipping route into an instrument of war. This diagram outlines the physical reality of that decision. The strait is only 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point, yet it serves as the vital artery for roughly 20% of the world's daily oil supply. By weaponizing this specific physical choke point, the conflict expanded from a Middle Eastern military exchange into a direct threat against the global economy. The volume of commerce trapped by the closure was massive, $1.2 trillion in annual trade flows. Nearly $800 billion of this trapped trade comes from crude oil and petroleum. When modeling the 10,000 historical tanker routes, a critical breaking point emerges. A disruption extending beyond 4 weeks causes the localized freeze to flash red and spread, paralyzing routes worldwide. Because modern shipping runs on tight schedules, ships stranded inside or waiting outside the Gulf create exponential, cascading delays that ripple through the rest of the supply chain. This mathematical failure guaranteed that the global economy would suffer a severe shockwave, entirely independent of who was winning or losing the physical battles on the ground. On April 7, 2026, the United States and Iran agreed to a temporary 2-week ceasefire, but the economic fallout continued. Oil prices had already surged past $100 a barrel, sparking cost-push inflation and pushing fragile, energy-intensive sectors toward recession. Halting the bombs provided a reprieve on the battlefield, that it did nothing to stop the financial devastation already working its way through the supply chain. The conflict began with algorithmic intelligence mapping out pristine, targeted strikes, but the reality of the fallout was entirely chaotic. The architecture of global trade relies on choke points and tightly synchronized schedules. That interconnectedness makes the modern world too fragile to absorb isolated military shocks. Weapons can dictate the exact coordinates of a strike, but in a deeply linked global economy, the resulting devastation spares no one.